Hey everybody, it's Charmel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a video all about wig caps for your own DIY wigs or your Upart wigs. So if you want to see more, please stay tuned. So often I get asked in some of my videos what kind of wigs do I use when I do my full wigs or when I do my Uparts. So I'm going to show you guys my favorite wigs to use and just a little just tell you guys like the pros and cons of the different type of wigs and the different options that are out there. So yeah, I normally purchase all of my wigs from my local beauty supply store, and the prices will vary based on your location and where you buy them from. You can also purchase wig caps on Amazon. I've looked at some on there because I kind of wanted to buy in bulk, but I don't know, I just always end up going to my beauty supply and buying them. So first I'm going to start with the basics. So like the first wig that people started, well, the first cap that people started using when Uparts and stuff got popular, and that's just a basic standard dome cap. So yeah, a dome cap, it's basically like a spandex type of texture, almost like, you know, kind of how workout pants feel or something like that. It's kind of like that texture. It's very stretchy and it has a lot of elasticity in it. I'll take it out the packaging. In this one, the dome cap at my beauty supply is the cheapest and it's $2.99. So yeah, it basically looks like a dome. You can see it's stretchy, and then it also has a band. So I like these wigs when I make full not full Uparts, but full wigs, when I use like a closure and however many bundles. I prefer to use a dome cap. I just feel like because of the band, it makes the wig kind of fit better as opposed to like just the regular netted cap that I'll show you. Yes, so for full wigs with a closure and bundles, I prefer to use a dome cap. Also, the good thing with using a dome cap is that when you don't necessarily have to sew it down. When I use the netted ones, they don't necessarily kind of fit on my head like I would want them to, and they definitely have to be sewn down. But if you use one of these, because of the band, it really keeps it in place and you don't necessarily have to sew your wig down. So the only con I can think of when it comes to dome caps is that it's a breathable material, but based on like yourself, like I don't know, I work out and stuff like that, and so when my hair starts to sweat, I don't like the way my hair feels underneath these caps. Like, it's not suffocating because this is still fairly thin, but I don't feel like it doesn't allow my head and my hair to breathe like I want to. So when I wear dome caps, I find myself washing my hair more often, taking my cap off, washing my hair and re-braiding it up more often. But again, these are like the classic wig caps when it comes to doing your own wigs. So the next cap that I'm going to show you, I actually don't really use that often anymore because I feel like the brand that my local beauty supply was carrying, like the quality of the caps kind of went down. But it's basically just a netted cap, and these ones cost $3.99 at my local beauty supply, and it's supposed to be it says deluxe multi-use weaving caps. So it's netted, it's supposed to be used for like making wigs specifically. So yeah, it looks like this. So it's basically a full netted material. It also comes with adjustable straps, and yeah, so these are made specifically for making wigs. So after I stopped using dome caps for a while because, again, I didn't like the way it makes my head sweat and stuff, so I started using these. This one actually feels better. I feel like they might have changed the vendor or something at my beauty supply, because I would buy these, like the hair that I have on now is made with one of these, and my cap literally has holes in them because yeah, the texture, it would just tear easily. This one actually feels good though. The material it's made of, they tear very easily. So if you're looking for something that's durable and that's gonna last, if you're gonna make a wig that's gonna last long, I don't really suggest these because yeah, the net tears. But however, I do like these because as you can see, it's netted. It's like a mesh material, so it allows your scalp to breathe more so than the dome cap. But yeah, and these ones, I feel like they never kind of fit my head perfectly. They're always kind of loose. So that's another con. But again, if you want something where your hair can breathe, I suggest these ones. And they have the adjustable straps, so you can adjust it. But yeah, I sew mine down anyways, but I always feel like I have to sew my hair down if I use one of these caps, just because it doesn't have enough structure, I feel like, to really mold and fit on your head. But yeah, so this is like the netted mesh cap. And then the last cap I'm going to show you guys, I actually just started using it. I recently seen it at my beauty supply maybe last month or so, and I decided to give it a try. And who's this made by? Q-Fit, and it's make your own Upart wig. So again, it's another cap that's made specifically for making your own wigs, and this one is $5.99, so it costs the most out of the other two that I showed you. And so this is what it looks like. It has this netted part, I guess, that's used if you want to the last one I bought, it didn't have net like this. It didn't have the net at all. It just had like a string connected, so maybe they changed it. But yeah, I guess this is used if you want to do like a closure or something like that. But yeah, it's a mesh kind of texture. It's not netted necessarily like this. This is more of a mesh kind of feel to it. It also has adjustable straps in the back as well. The only thing that I don't like about these too much is that I don't understand why it has mesh right here and then like this floral netting part. It doesn't necessarily make a difference in how the wig looks, but I just find that when I was sewing the tracks onto the cap, this little area just made it annoying because the texture switched. I felt like my stitching kind of had to switch. So yeah, and I just don't really understand the purpose of that. I guess because you can put a closure in this area and cut around it, but yeah, I don't really get that. But these wigs are actually nice. Again, it has that same breathable material as the netted ones, but because it's more of a mesh kind of a fabric, it's a lot more durable than the netted ones. And again, it also has these adjustable straps in the back where you can adjust your wig. Another thing about these is that you have to be kind of careful, which I didn't pay attention to the first time I bought it, and then I did the same thing this time. They come made for side parting. They also have the middle part ones, but I didn't pay attention. So yeah, it comes with as a side part, so it's already kind of structured to be a side part. So you know, you gotta hope that you like. Luckily I wear my parts on this side, so it kind of works out. But yeah, it's already kind of sectioned off, so it's already more hair on this side than on that side. So yeah, that's kind of like the only thing to be mindful of. I'm sure if you wanted to wear it as a middle part, you still could, but I don't know, just with laying your tracks, because it's already kind of set in stone for a side part. Yeah. And then another thing with these, I mean, I guess you could use a closure with these, but these ones are made more towards Uparts specifically, whereas the other two are, you can definitely, you have more variety. You can either do a Upart or a full wig with the other two. These two, I mean, this one right here is more so specifically made for Uparts, which I like, because once you cut this off, you don't have to worry about like any frayed ends. I know like when I cut this, when you cut the net, you kind of have to worry about the frayed ends and laying it, but because this is made for the Upart, it has like the reinforced edges right here, which, you know, are good as far as making your wigs last longer. Yeah, those are just like the three wigs, the not 3 wigs, but the main 3 wig caps that I gravitate towards when I do my units. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and if you have any more questions, please leave them below, and I will see you all next time.